Hi everyone, this is Debbie from Project 39 Mini Albums. I'm playing around with some digitals from Cara Brandon Creations, and I am actually doing a tutorial showing how I made this Happy Haunting mini album. I'm doing the construction of it, and then I'm decorating it. I decided I was going to make this little sort of field notes wallet to put in it, and I thought I might just do a quick little tutorial on how to make this. So I used several of Cara Brandon's um, Haunted Halloween release, and I'll link those in the description box, and I'll show you a couple here of what's available. But I'll just show you the quick construction of this. Let me walk through it real quick. So this is 6 inches by 4 inches, and it's just a little folio. I sort of had in mind, it's the wallet of somebody who's going to go out in the field and do some studies on bugs. That was my thought. So you open it up, and obviously you see it's held together with just a piece of string. I just wrapped it around and tucked it in here. I didn't have two strings, I just wrapped it around. I liked this black, white, and orange twine that I had in my stash. So these are all from Cara Brandon. I just left this as if the guy forgot to put his name, guy or gal. This was cut out of an element, and I cut the circle and added a little spider, sort of setting the stage. A lot of these images, papers were just scraps. I inked them up a bunch. I dipped them in color, ink, just lots of things. So this front inside pocket has a bug, so it sort of sets the tone, showing you that he's into bugs. And there is this little journal. I added things like this glycerin label is from her apothecary labels. This was from, I think, the Mystic collection, just those labels. I'm not positive. And then that was just a scrap. And I made this, it just has a couple of pages in it as if he or she was going to put some notes in. And all this is just a piece of paper folded. And then I added the paper inside. And then also there's some tickets stuck in here. Cara Brandon's tickets are fabulous. I love them so much. I just cut a strip out and inked up the back. I don't know if you knew, because I just sort of discovered this. I have this stub punch, and if you fold these, you can take your stub punch and it cuts that out rather than trying to fussy cut it. If you guys all knew that, let me know if it's something that everybody else knew, but I'm late to the game, which is very possible. I am sort of late to the digital game. This is what's left of the tickets. I've used them for several projects. And before I get there, this is the specimens. This is the purple set. I used mostly the orange set, but there was a bug that I liked here. So you get all different words. You get a couple more of the apothecary labels in different colors. Obviously, this is the purple. And then you get these color transparencies and then these bugs, which are so fun. So anyhow, that is from the apothecary labels. So here you see the transparencies. I actually cut out this part, cut out the center, added in some um, acetate, and then put bugs underneath. And I made that sort of as a waterfall, just to give some interactiveness. These two come up, this one doesn't. Just as if the I don't know what the person is who studies bugs. I know a lepidopterist is the person who studies butterflies. Anyhow, so again, let's pretend this is a wallet of somebody. Here's a couple more bugs. He found these. I'm calling it a he, but it could be a she. Sorry. Found these bugs, took slides, but hasn't made them, took pictures, hasn't made them into slides yet. And then there's a tuck spot here, which if this is a person's wallet, what would you put in a wallet? So there were some extra tickets in there, because who knows, maybe he hadn't used up all his tickets. A portrait of loved ones, which really have some suspect colors inked onto them. This witch's carnival, Is it a ticket? Is it a notice? Is the person a witch? That's very interesting. And then there is this indexed folder. Again, that's inked up. It says pure drugs. And on the back of it has a couple more sort of tickets. There are the apothecary labels. But does that mean that the person's broken their hand and has to go to the doctor and get some more tests done? I don't know. Don't know. It leaves a lot to the imagination, doesn't it? So we'll stick all those things in. I don't know. Wife and baby, sister and baby, the person and her baby. Is that a tick? Anyhow, this I left alone just because there was so much going on. I just figured it was okay to have a blank spot. And this will fold in. This is like a book plate. You know how you used to stamp and have your name on books that you owned? Well, so that's a book plate, and that's just a little label tucked into there. And the back I kept plain because it was getting a little bit chubby, and I wanted to make sure this would fit into the project I was working on. Oh, the string does have a Tim Holtz, oh, I don't know what you call it, the metal little thing. This one says scary. And that's it. So let me show you real quick how to make it. I just took an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock. I'm going to score it at 4 and at 8 with the 11-inch side at the top. And then I'm going to rotate it and score it at 6. Oops, stay there, 6. Then I'm going to turn this so the shorter side's at the top. And we've got the 7-inch line. And I'm going to score it at 6.5, just up to that first score line. So I went a little far, but that's okay. I'll grab my scissors because we're going to cut some of this off. I'm going to cut that last score line we just did up to that long score line and cut this whole piece off. All right, before I discard this, I'm going to take it and score it at 1/2 inch, and I'm going to cut it at 1. I'm going to trim off a little bit, just made those corners. I'm starting from the fold line out. So you just get these little bow ties. And here, I'm going to cut this up to that score line, and I'll miter that. I think you can see where we're going with this. Add a little glue here. Put this folded piece with the folded side to the outside. And burnish. I'm burnishing with my fingers because I'm just trying to show you real quick. And then we fold that up, glue this down, and that makes our pocket. And I'm just going to tell you how to do this. I'm not going to show you. I took a 7 by 4-inch piece of cardstock, scored it on 2 short sides, 1 long side, added it on here over to the left of this middle section. I just use a circle punch to make a little thumb notch, and that's it. Now you could fold it like this, or you could fold it like this. Either way, I did, before I put the paper down, I used a brad. I'm sorry, not a brad, an eyelet, and put it on there like this. Let me take this off and put an eyelet, put the string on. I tacked the string, and then you just simply wind it around. It just keeps it closed that way. We have this token. That's what that piece is called. It's a token. And that is it. That is how I made this little field notes. This could be a standalone project, but I am going to use it in my mini album / junk journal using the Cara Brandon creations. Here's a sneak peek of it, but to see more, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications when this is done so you can see the tutorial. Thanks so much for watching and have a fabulous day.